My dear friend, let me ask you something. Have you ever tucked yourself into bed at a decent hour, eyes gently closed, your body aching for rest, only to find yourself wide awake? Your mind drifts while the minutes slip by. You turn from side to side, listening to the relentless ticking of the clock, hoping sleep will eventually find you. Maybe you even sit up in the middle of the night, staring into the quiet darkness, or try some old trick like counting sheep, anything to drift off. And then, morning comes. Perhaps you did manage to catch a few restless hours of sleep, but you wake up groggy, drained, as if you never slept at all. If you're over 60 and this sounds all too familiar, I want you to hear this. You're not alone. Insomnia affects a large number of older adults, yet it's rarely spoken about. Many have silently accepted it, chalking it up to the natural process of aging. But here's the truth. While aging can indeed shift the way we sleep, it doesn't mean you're doomed to sleepless nights or a lifetime dependency on sleeping pills. That's why in today's video, I want to speak with you, not just as a doctor, but as someone who's had the privilege of helping countless patients reclaim their natural restorative sleep. I'll walk you through why sleep can become more elusive as we age, and more importantly, I'll show you what you can start doing tonight to change that. But before we dive in, I'd love to ask you something simple yet meaningful. Where in the world are you watching this from? It brings me joy to know who I'm walking beside on this journey toward better sleep and better health. And if this topic resonates with you, consider subscribing and turning on the notification bell. Every week I share new, carefully crafted videos tailored to support the health, happiness, and well-being of those of us in our 60s and beyond. So let's begin with one of the most important questions of all. What's really happening in the body after 60 that makes falling and staying asleep so much harder? 1. What changes in the body after 60 that makes sleep more difficult? Sleep isn't just about closing your eyes and lying still. It's a deeply intricate biological process. It's orchestrated by a finely tuned system involving your nervous system, hormones, internal body clock, circadian rhythm, and even your emotional health. And as we age, all of these components begin to shift, not always loudly, but significantly. Let's break this down. First, the natural production of melatonin begins to decline. Melatonin is the hormone your body releases when darkness falls. It's the gentle internal signal that tells your body it's time to wind down. But as you get older, your body produces less of it, and the timing of its release can become inconsistent. So even if you go to bed at a reasonable hour, your body may not feel ready to sleep. It's as if your internal clock is no longer in sync with the night. Second, your circadian rhythm, the internal clock that regulates your sleep-wake cycle, becomes less precise. Many older adults find themselves getting sleepy earlier in the evening and waking up far too early in the morning, often between 2 and 4 a.m., unable to fall back asleep. This isn't just random. It's a hallmark of circadian rhythm disruption. Over time, the rhythm that once kept your sleep cycles regular begins to falter. But there's more. Other age-related issues creep in. Frequent nighttime urination, joint or muscle pain, chronic stress, subtle, lingering anxiety. All of these can quietly chip away at your ability to enjoy deep, uninterrupted rest. And yet, rather than addressing these root causes, many people reach for the quickest fix: a sleeping pill. But here's the truth. Insomnia is not always the problem. It's often a symptom. Treating only the symptom without exploring what's causing the disruption can lead to a cycle of dependency that doesn't offer real lasting relief. If you've ever found yourself thinking, maybe I just need a stronger sleeping pill, I gently invite you to consider a different perspective, one that's more holistic, more empowering, and ultimately more sustainable. Because in the next part of this series, we're going to look closely at why sleeping pills may not be the ideal solution, especially after 60, and what safer, more effective alternatives may be available to you. 2. Why you shouldn't rely on sleeping pills long term. I want to begin by saying I understand. When you've been battling sleepless nights for days, weeks, or even years, a sleeping pill can feel like a lifeline. It brings the comfort of falling asleep quickly, a momentary escape from the endless tossing and turning. And in your most exhausted moments, that relief can feel like a gift. But here's what most people don't realize. Sleeping pills don't help your body learn to sleep. They don't guide your system gently into natural rest. Instead, they act like a chemical switch, suppressing your nervous system and forcing it into a sedated, sleep-like state. And while that may sound like sleep, it's not the kind your body truly needs to heal, restore, and rejuvenate, especially as you age. Let's look at the hidden costs of long-term use, particularly for those over 60. 1. You build tolerance and fast. What works tonight might not work in a few weeks. Your body adapts. Soon, the same dose isn't enough, and you find yourself needing more just to get the same result. Over time, a quiet dependency forms, not just physically but emotionally too. Your mind begins to believe it can't fall asleep without it. 2. Sleeping pills interfere with the quality of sleep. You may sleep for 6 or 7 hours but still wake up groggy, sluggish, or unable to concentrate. Why? Because these medications disrupt the deeper, more restorative stages of sleep, the kind that repairs tissues, strengthens your immune system, and balances your hormones. It's like putting your body into standby mode instead of letting it recharge fully. 3. They increase the risk of serious side effects in older adults. I've personally seen patients admitted to the hospital after nighttime falls that happened because the medication dulled their balance or reflexes. Others described waking up confused, disoriented, or even haunted by vivid dreams that blurred into reality. These effects aren't just frustrating, they can be dangerous. Most importantly, sleeping pills don't address the root cause of insomnia. They mask it. They put a temporary bandage on a deeper issue, but they don't help your body relearn how to fall asleep naturally, peacefully, and consistently. So, where does that leave us? If medication isn't the long-term answer, what is? The good news is, you have more options than you think, and they don't involve side effects, dependency, or short-term fixes. In the next part, we'll begin with small, practical, natural steps, ones that can gently guide your body back into a healthy sleep rhythm. Steps you can start tonight. So stay with me. You're not alone on this path, and better sleep is possible. 3. 5 simple habits to help you restore natural sleep without medication. If you've been battling poor sleep for years, I want you to know I see you. You've likely tried pills, teas, routines, and remedies that promised rest, only to be let down time and again. And over time, that hope fades. Maybe you've even started to believe your body is simply too old, too tired, or too far gone to sleep naturally again. But here's the truth I want you to hold on to. You don't need to overhaul your entire life to sleep better. Small, consistent actions, done the right way, can gently guide your body back into its natural rhythm. I've walked this path with many of my patients in their 60s, 70s, even 80s, and many of them began sleeping again deeply and naturally, often within just 2 or 3 weeks. So let me share the 5 foundational habits I recommend most often. These are simple, gentle, powerful, and they just might change the way you sleep. Step 1. Get direct sunlight between 6:30 and 7:30 a.m. every day for at least 10 minutes. You don't need to go far. Just step outside, stand by an open window, or sit on your porch. Let the morning sunlight hit your face, arms, and, most importantly, your eyes. Try to avoid sunglasses during this time and don't look directly at the sun. Just be present in the natural light. Why does this matter? Because just behind your eyes sits your body's internal clock, the suprachiasmatic nucleus. Morning light tells your brain it's time to wake up and sets a countdown for when your body should start winding down later. Do this daily, and within a couple of weeks, your body may begin to feel sleepy at just the right time, naturally. Step 2. After 8 p.m., start dimming the lights, especially screens. Bright lights at night send your brain the wrong signal. It's still daytime. This delays melatonin release, the hormone that makes you feel sleepy. Switch to warm, soft lighting after sunset. If you must use screens, turn on night mode or wear blue light-blocking glasses. But better yet, consider screen-free activities. Read a paper book, write in a journal. Listen to calming music or a guided meditation. Let this be your nightly ritual. A gentle message to your body. The day is done. Step 3. Stop eating after 7 p.m. and avoid caffeine, alcohol, or strong tea after 3 p.m. Late meals and stimulants can quietly sabotage your sleep. Heavy or late dinners keep your digestive system working when it should be resting. Alcohol may make you sleepy at first, but it can fragment your deep sleep later in the night, causing you to wake up at 2 or 3 a.m. unable to fall back asleep. And caffeine, even a small cup, can stay in your system for hours. If you're drinking coffee, tea, or energy drinks after mid-afternoon, try cutting them out for just 7 days. You might be amazed by the difference. These 3 steps alone can shift your sleep dramatically, but there are still 2 more powerful habits to explore. And in the next part, I'll share the final 2 habits, including a beautiful, calming practice that has helped many of my patients drift off peacefully night after night. So stay with me. You're already on the path to better sleep, and your body is more capable than you think. 4. 2 final habits to reclaim your sleep, gently, naturally, one night at a time. Let's continue with the final 2 steps. Simple, nurturing habits that can help your body remember how to rest deeply and naturally. These aren't about effort or force. They're about creating a rhythm, a space where your nervous system feels safe enough to let go. Step 4. Create a bedtime ritual, like soothing a child before sleep. Think about how we help children sleep. We dim the lights, soften our voices, slow things down. Your body still responds to the same kind of care. About 30 minutes before bed, begin this quiet ritual. Turn off all bright lights and digital screens. Wash your face with warm water. It signals to your nervous system that the day is ending. Sit quietly and breathe slowly for 5 minutes. Jot down a few lines of gratitude or read something gentle, nothing heavy or overstimulating. If you enjoy it, play soft instrumental music or ambient sounds like rainfall, ocean waves, or a gentle breeze. Repeat this every night. Over time, your body will recognize the pattern and respond, "Ah, it's time to rest now." It's not about doing it perfectly. It's about doing it consistently, with care. Step 5. If needed, consider gentle, natural sleep supporters, not pills, not sedatives, but simple plant-based or nutrient-based aids that can help nudge your body back into balance. Here are a few I often recommend. Magnesium glycinate helps relax muscles and calm the nervous system, especially useful if you carry tension or anxiety. Glycine, an amino acid that gently cools your body's core temperature, which is essential for deep sleep. Chamomile or lotus tea, naturally calming, caffeine-free, and ideal in the evening as a gentle wind-down ritual. These aren't sleeping pills. They're subtle signals to your nervous system, whispers that say, "It's safe. You can let go now." You don't need to do everything at once. Start with just one habit. Try it every night for a week. If it helps, add another. Little by little, your body will begin to remember. And here's the beautiful truth. You're not just trying to fall asleep, you're reteaching your body how to sleep, how to trust the night again, how to rest without fear, how to heal gently, without force or frustration. Sleep doesn't come from control. It comes from permission, from rhythm, from routine, from small acts of kindness toward yourself, repeated night after night. If you've stayed with me all the way to this moment, I want you to know I see something in you. You're not here out of curiosity. You're here because you're choosing your health. Not in a hurried, desperate way, but with a quiet strength, a desire to heal in a way that's natural, respectful, and lasting. Please remember this. Your sleep is not lost. It's just been interrupted. And with a little sunlight in the morning, a soft evening ritual, a warm cup of tea, and a breath of stillness, you can return to peaceful sleep. Not just once, but again and again. If this message resonated with you, leave a comment. Tell me, what time do you usually go to bed? What's the one thing that keeps your mind awake? Even something simple like, I'll start with step 1, lets me know I'm not just speaking into the void, that you're there, that we're walking this path together. And if this feels like a journey you'd like to continue, subscribe and turn on notifications. Every week, I share new insights and practical tools designed especially for the health, rest, and resilience of those navigating life after 60 with grace, not fear. Thank you for spending this time with me. And most of all, I wish you a peaceful night's sleep, starting tonight.